Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about one awesome story, one afternoon. Yeah, that's the title. And just like written by me, Favour Adaeze. So this book is dedicated to the beautiful things of life. All right. So now let's head to chapter 1. Here we go. Rejoice has always been a shy girl at school, even at the age of 7. When all the kids at her age were upright and confident, Rejoice was so dull. Not that she didn't know how to read and write, but because she lacked the courage to face her teachers and classmates. How's it going? Alright, let's continue. So one day, Mrs. Kate, the class 1 class teacher of Gift of Life Elementary School, who also happened to be Rejoice's class teacher, asked the class a question. "What is a noun? Who can tell me what a noun is?" she asked. "Rejoice, stand up and tell us what a noun is," she demanded. Rejoice knew the answer to the question, but could not open her mouth to respond, because she was afraid that her classmates would laugh at her. So she bent her head in shame. This got Mrs. Kate angry as she reprimanded Rejoice for not paying much attention to her teachings. "You should learn to pay attention when I'm teaching. Now look at yourself. You could not answer my simple question. Sit down." The whole class laughed. They wondered what was wrong with Rejoice and why she hardly ever responded to teachings, as one of the pupils stood up to answer the teacher's question. "Teacher Kate, a noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or things," the pupil said. "Correct," replied the teacher. "Clap for her." The whole class responded by clapping for the pupil. The teacher got happy that her words were heard by other pupils as the class continued. How's it going? Alright, let's move to chapter 2. So when Rejoice got home, she was so unhappy to the point of tears that her mother had to carry her and ask if everything was okay. "Rejoice, what happened? Why are you crying?" her mother asked. "Mommy, I couldn't answer my teacher's question at school, even though I knew it," Rejoice responded. "But why?" her mother asked again, curiously. "Because I was afraid. If I had said it out, my classmates would laugh at me." "No, darling, it's not done that way. You should never be afraid of what people do to you. Face it with bravery instead, and they will be inspired by you," her mother advised. "Tomorrow, when you get to school, be confident. Don't look afraid, even if you are, and you'll find people loving you, okay? You're a smart girl, alright?" her mother advised. "Yes, mommy, thank you. I will do as you say," Rejoice replied. She felt better and encouraged. Now she was going to prove herself to her teachers and classmates. So the next day, Rejoice got to school looking bright, unlike before. She had these beautiful eyes that shines brightly, along with her pretty smile. Her inner peace was out. She looked so comfortable with the school environment. Everyone noticed that change in her, that she became the center of attraction. Chapter 3. That morning, Teacher Kate stood up to address the class. As she was talking, she told a few people to come out and give a short story. The first 3 pupils completed theirs successfully as the whole class clapped for them happily. After that, Teacher Kate called on Rejoice to come out and give a story. When she did, the whole class started murmuring. They didn't think Rejoice would be able to tell them a story. What a shame. They had always known her to be a shy girl. When she got up to present her story, she did that with confidence. She knew it was time to prove herself, and she could not miss this opportunity. So Rejoice came to the front of the class and faced her teacher and classmates with confidence. Everyone could feel the comfort from her posture. "Hello class," she greeted politely. "I would like to tell you a story. I really hope that you pay attention so as to learn from it," she said as she addressed the class. Everyone was so surprised. No one expected such a strong sound of voice from Rejoice. Her confidence and her way of speech brought good attention to her as everyone left what he or she was doing to ensure they don't miss a word from her. Chapter 4. One afternoon, she has started though, so let's go. One afternoon in a class like this, a teaching was going on when the teacher asked the girl to stand up and tell the class what a noun is. The girl couldn't speak, not because she didn't know how to answer, but because she was so afraid that her classmates around her would laugh at her. Everyone in the class listening to Rejoice was shocked at her story because they knew she was talking about yesterday's incident. They wondered what she was up to as they continued to listen to her. Rejoice continued. When she couldn't open her mouth to say what she knew, the class laughed at her, and you know what? That was her fear. She got disappointed at herself. She was more discouraged and developed hatred towards herself. So you see, she just stated her fear. She got disappointed at herself. She was more discouraged and developed hatred towards herself. She didn't know how to handle what came her way, so she went home unhappy. None of her feelings at that moment could change the fact that her fears came to pass, so all she could do to vent her anger was to cry. Her savior at that moment was her mother, who carried her and taught her what self-love and confidence could do for her. It was at that moment that she stopped feeling guilty for what she couldn't change. She learned to face her fears no matter the situation. She learned to love herself and carry herself with confidence. Ever since then, what people thought about her never mattered anymore, and she's out to prove that she's worthy. This is my story. Rejoice finally ended her story. The whole class was quiet. They went quiet when Rejoice ended her story. A single pin dropped by mistake could be heard. No one knew what to say at that moment because everyone, including Teacher Kate, understood that the story was about Rejoice herself. Soon, everyone came back to their senses and applauded her like never before. They continued clapping and clapping for about 5 minutes without stopping. Even Teacher Kate was so impressed that she could feel her tears rolling down her face. This was the best story ever. This was the best story she has ever heard from a pupil. We just went back to her seat fulfilled. She didn't have to worry about anything anymore. Everyone appreciated her bravery. She got all the credit she deserved. How everyone viewed her at that moment changed. She became loved and respected. The class teacher herself stood up at that moment and titled Rejoice the class captain of Basic 1. Hey! OMG! So Rejoice was so happy. Class captain is not a simple title. She knew she had responsibilities to carry out, but she also knew she would never stop trying to be the best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, I appreciate you guys for taking your time to listen to the story. Please subscribe for more stories. I promise you, I'm gonna keep bringing engaging stories for you guys, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Love you. Bye.